of all, I did Pacman Da Gunman the other day, so I had to get the other
My
half
God.
of the Lord Knows project. Yhung T.O, what up, bro?
What's happening? What's happening, man? We in the building, man. Yeah.
Man, Bay in the build. Yo, I'm so excited to have you here today. This has been a long time coming. I've been listening to your music all day. Congratulations on the
Appreciate
Lord Knows project with Pacman Da Gunman. Now, the first thing I'm
it.
going to ask you out the gate, I want to see if you and Pacman got the same stories.
Uh-huh.
I
What?
want to. No, I'm not going to tell you what Pacman said. I'm going to just tell you if your story
Okay.
lined up.
Uh,
How did this project come about for the two of you from your side of it?
uh, I feel like it was on some. I think what I do, I remember I end up hitting me like, man, let's work, let's get in there, and man, we just went in there, and I ain't gonna lie, the first day that we made, like, well, we had made a song a minute ago, like 2 years ago, but when we had just got in there recently again, we did like 8 songs, like 7, 8 songs in the first day. So it was kind of like we just gotta keep going, bro. There's no reason to stop now. Like, you feel me? That's kind of really how the project came about. As
Yeah,
I
I got
could,
the same story.
yeah,
Because he was telling me, he's like, yeah, we just got in the studio one day, we did all these records, and we was like, yo, let's just make let's just make this a project. Fuck it.
yeah, for sure. Shit was too fire. Couldn't just, you feel me, have to use all that shit, bro.
No, and I was telling him, so some of my favorite joints were Soldier Mentality, Live
Yeah.
and Learn, Air It Out, and I asked him this too. What do you feel like was a record on that project that you wish got more love by the fans, by the people? Like, what was your kind of like favorite joint off that project that you wish maybe other people fucked with more?
I ain't gonna lie. I really been getting good responses. Like, they really been fucking with everything. Cause I feel like we gave them like a good balance. Like, we gave them some West Coast shit. We gave them some more like global shit. We kind of touched every aspect of it. So I feel like, honestly, I don't know. I know one of my joints on there, we posted a video to it soon though, is lessons.
Okay.
Lessons for sure. That's like, and and then the Lord Knows, that was what they really like, you feel me? That was really just, and everybody fuck with that. So I don't,
Yeah,
the
and I
actual Lord Knows, not the project, the actual song. Like
right.
yeah.
And you know what? I love the whole project, and this kind of I'm gonna use this as a segue to more collaborative stuff. You know, in the past, obviously, you've had projects when you were with the group that were EP'd and worked on by Marshmello and Hitboy.
Yeah.
When it comes to the future of your music, who's someone that you would want to EP your project, or even who is someone that you would want to do a collab project with? Like, who would you want to do that with?
I say my two producers, well, me and Hitboy, we finna do some soon. So that's gonna be coming. But other than that, like, that I don't already got in the play, in the mix, I say probably Zaytoven.
Oh, and I feel like that'd be kind of cool because Zaytoven obviously is from Atlanta, and
Yeah,
that
he
would be like a different mix for you.
from the Bay originally though. That's what a lot of people don't know.
Whoa,
Like,
hold on, I did not know that.
yeah, Zaytoven from the Bay originally. I think San Francisco, if I'm mistaken.
That's kind of dope. So, do you kind of are you open more now? Obviously, you've had like a lot of collaborations with people from California, from the Bay, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Would you be open to working with more producers from the East Coast and maybe trying out some new sounds and some new styles on your projects and whatnot?
Yeah, for sure. I'll be doing that a lot. Like, I'll be working with a lot of different producers, like from East Coast, overseas, South, everywhere. Really, I like to be more universal. Like, with my music, I kind of like to touch because it's art at the end of the day. So I don't know, it get kind of boring doing the same thing. I like to switch it up.
Yeah, and I definitely heard that, especially on the Jupiter project, because I feel like Jupiter, you had like a lot of different sounds and styles on there. And something I love about you is that you really are like, you're a real workhorse. Like, you dropped 3 projects last year, right? And
Yeah.
obviously 6 Hour Session, Thugged Out, Jupiter, and each
Hmm.
project had their own unique, vibe. What makes you want to drop so many projects in a year? Was it just because like we were inside? Because obviously, in 2019 you dropped on My Momma too, but was last year just kind of we was inside? You had more time to work on music. Like, what was the whole
Uh,
reason you put out 3 projects?
More than anything, I just work. I do music super fast. Like, I make songs quick. Like, I just go in just straight off the top. So I really be having a lot of music. And so, like, 2019, like when I had released the Oh My Mama 2, like, I was in my Interscope deal. So beginning of 2020, I had got out my deal. So therefore I was independent. So, I had more freedom to drop whenever I want, whatever I wanted. Like, so and just coming from the Bay Area, it's like, you know, you got to work 10 times, if not 100 times as harder as everybody else to get the same acknowledgement. So
Right.
coming from the Bay and just that independent hustle, that independent mindset of just going hard, just going. Plus I could do it. Like, you know, I make the songs fast, so why not? And time just go by quick too. Like, you know, as soon as you hear something these days, like, you know, then they be ready to hear the next thing. Like, people move fast now.
Right, right. And you mentioned so the Interscope stuff. So are you still independent right now?
Yeah, I'm independent.
So what if you know, since you've been independent for what, almost a year now, or maybe a
Yeah.
little over, what have been some of, I guess, the benefits, and obviously, you know, dropping more music, but what are some of the pros and cons that you faced over the past year being independent?
Um, I say just more of like, you know, when you got that label marketing and all that type of stuff behind you, it's a little, it's more easier, like to get them looks, to, you know what I'm saying, to get acknowledged, to get noticed. Compared as independent, it's a lot more groundwork. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot more hands-on. It's like a lot more you got to do to get the same reach.
Mm, got you. When you went solo, were you nervous when you went solo? Like, were you like, okay, like I mean, you dropped solo stuff before, but were you more like, were you kind of a little nervous going into your solo career?
Nah, I wouldn't say I was nervous at all. I'd say I was more like energetic, like ready, like, you know.
Got you, got you. And you know, I told you before this interview how big of a nerd I am, and
Yeah,
as a Marvel nerd, you know, first of all, I have the Black Panther soundtrack on vinyl. I don't know why I didn't bring that out for this interview, but I have it on vinyl, right?
yeah.
And obviously, Yao's song was like one of the standouts of the project.
Hmm.
I gotta ask you, and I know you probably talked about this a million times, but as a fan of the album and of the project and of you, how did y'all getting on this project happen? Like, how did y'all get contacted by Kendrick? How did this all come about, and just everything
Um,
around it?
I think that somebody from Kendrick Camp had got into contact with us, and so really just I really the back end I don't really wasn't a part of. All I remember is I was just on a block chilling one day. Manager pulled up. We got to go to LA. Oh yeah, I just bounced in the whip. Next thing I know, I get out. I walk in the studio and fucking Kendrick Lamar standing there. So you feel me? It was like a what the fuck is this? Like it was, and it went so fast. It was kind of like surreal. It was kind of like a surreal moment more than anything. That's kind of how it was for me.
Right, right. When you met Kendrick, did he give you any gems or like advice? Was there like any piece of that? Because obviously, I'm sure you had conversations with him. Was there any like anything that he really told you? Like he put you on a game?
Nah, I say more than anything, it was just the energy of how he felt our shit. Cause like
Mm.
he just told us to do us, and then after that, he wanted to hear some of the music we had. So like I played some of my songs and niggas played some of their songs and shit. So I had played some of my shit. And it's just more like the in tuneness, like how he really fucked with it, like more than anything that was just spoke for itself. Kind of like, damn, if Kendrick Lamar fucking with this, or feel me, like that's a big deal. So it was more of that than I say more like game or jewels that he gave us. I say it was more just like inspiration.
I love that. So when that movie came out and your song was attached to it for you, was what was going through your mind when you kind of were like, oh, when like obviously the vinyls came out, the track came out, you know, Black Panther became, I believe, $1 billion movie, like, and to have your song attached and to be attached to the project yourself, what was that feeling like for you?
Um, for me personally, as you can see, you
I
know,
think I think I see a Captain America tattoo on your neck too, right? Is that a Captain America?
saving them. I ain't
Huh?
no Captain America, man. You feel me? Ain't no Captain America at all. But the Panther shit, like, you know, I'm from the Bay Area, you know. So the Black Panthers really originated out the Bay Area, Oakland, you know what I'm saying, with Huey P. Newton or whatever. So I really for me, it was kind of like more on that note than the actual superhero part of it. It
Mm,
was more on the like what it stands for as for us as a people,
right.
more than like the superhero aspect of it. It's more like, cause you know it's Black Panther, but also like Black Panthers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
like obviously
fight,
the organization.
but exactly the organization that fight, you know what I'm saying, for Black people as a whole. So therefore, like, it was more about that for me more than anything. Like, but the movie and all that shit was just makes it even better
Right.
too. But like I always been into that kind of shit just personally, like as a person, like growing up and just like as a little kid and shit coming up. So for me, it was like that's what it was more than anything.
Right, and the drip you got on. So you got the Panther neck. You got a Panther on your
Yeah,
necklace. You got a steady Cuban.
for sure. The big Panther thing, big buzz down. Gotta do it right.
I love. I gotta do a drip check with artists when they got some fire on like that.
Long live my guy Chadwick, man.
Long live Chadwick. Long live. And I also want to talk about your tattoos. So what are these what are some of these tats that you got? I don't know if a lot of people always ask you about them, but I'm curious.
Yeah. Which ones you talking about?
Whichever ones you want to tell me about.
Oh shit! I mean, of course you can see it's a cross right here on my face. I got God's gracious, diamond in the rough. God's gracious, that's my name. That's what my name mean.
Mm-hmm.
I got my uncle right here, legendary T.O.
I love it. I love it. So I was going through your Twitter, and I saw that the next thing that you getting ready to drop is on My Momma 3.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. So what can we expect from that?
Because at first I was finna do the project. At first it's gonna be called Angels and Demons, but I switched. It's gonna be On My Momma 3, Angels and Demons. So it's still gonna be Angels and Demons, but it's gonna be like, you feel me, coming from that On My Momma perspective.
Got you. So what do you feel like that's different from, because it's been a couple years since the last On My Momma project dropped. It's been about 2 years now. What do you feel like is different from where you were in 2019 to where you are now that fans will get to see on this project?
Just the growth. You feel me? Probably, I think last time, around 2019, you know what I'm saying, and nigga still had the little group situation shit going on. Nigga was signed to Interscope, so it had been a whole lot, like, you know what I'm saying, that it went on in that period of time. So,
do you feel like now you're on this project, fans are gonna get to see, I don't know, like a more positive side of you? You know what I'm saying? Like you're in a better place now. You're independent. You're doing things on your own. Do you feel like there's a more positive side to what's gonna be on this project?
yeah, I think I always give a good balance, like, you know what I'm saying. But with this project per se is the balance of the negative and the positive of
Right.
you can't get one without the other. Like, it ain't no running from it. Like, you feel me? It's gonna be bad, it's gonna be good. You gotta take it equally. You don't get one without the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't get God without the devil. You don't get positive without negative. So that's really more what this is about. Like, this is just about the ups and the downs and taking it all as one. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't look at one without the other. You can't take the ups and not accept the downs. Like, you got to take it all as one. Like, you feel me? It's all one thing. Like, a lot of people want you to think it's right or wrong or left or right, but it's all, you know what I'm saying? It's just all one. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like, non-duality. Like, everything is just one. Like, one way. Like, reality. That's it.
I love that sentiment from you. And that kind of leads into my next question. Obviously, being such a high profile figure online, obviously comment sections can get greasy, blogs can get greasy. How do you kind of deal when people try to throw that negativity to you online, whether it be comments, blogs, whatever? Like, how do you personally like take it and make it positive?
I mean, I feel like it really just depends on you, but I mean, everybody had a moments though. Like, it's best really to just not even care about it at all. But everybody had a moments. We human, so you know what I'm saying. Just take it. Like, people say stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just like it don't really matter. But if you choose to want to respond and say something back, or feel me, why not? Like, that don't, like, they can want to talk, you can talk. So shit.
Right. So what else do the people got to be on the lookout for with you in 2021? Obviously, Lord knows out now. On My Momma 3
Or
on the way.
On Momma 3 on the way. RBE tape on the
Right, the
way.
RBE tape. So tell me about this RBE tape. What are we doing with this?
Yeah, Real Boy Entertainment tape, man. Yhung T.O, Lil Sheik, Lil Noonie, man. We finna go crazy. Then Lil Sheik, he got his Too Real for the Industry out right now. Then we finna do the deluxe to that. Then we gonna knock him upside the head with his 1-9 album. gonna do the balling like Tutu. You feel me? With me and him. So we just gonna keep it going, man. Just keep on mixing it up. Just keep giving the fans what they want.
And I love, and you know what? I also wanted to talk, obviously being from the Bay, I feel like the Bay's having such an amazing moment right now. I feel like
Yeah.
you guys are having, I've talked to Guap Dad, and a few other Bay artists, and I feel like y'all are at a point right now where y'all kind of having this moment where everybody's kind of
Yeah,
blowing up and doing their
Detroit,
thing.
yeah, you see Detroit, they getting they shine and they shit right now. Then we right next after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We coming right through, going crazy too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because like even who else was on that Oakland? Raven Justice, Simba, like everybody kind of doing their thing now, and I love this for you guys because there's so many of y'all and y'all all in the similar space, and y'all all kind of just doing your thing and having
Now,
this big moment.
oh, it's about time for sure. Then we had E40 and Too Short going crazy with the verses and let them know, you feel me, how the Bay originated a lot of this stuff that's going on right now. So the people starting to catch on.
Do you think it's about that time?
It's been that time, but it's coming.
I love that. I love that for you. All right, man. So we got the RBE project, on My Momma 3. Anything else that we gotta be on the lookout for that the people gotta know? Obviously, your guys are dropping. Is there anything else that we missed though?
Nah, we got it all, man. We got it all, man. Whatever we missed, we gonna catch up on next time.
Yo, I appreciate you for for taking the time to sit with me today. Like I said, this has been a long time coming, and I'm just happy that we were able to make this connection, even though it's not in person. But it'll definitely make our next time,
Nah,
hopefully
for
in person, it'll be
gotta be
better.
got to be in person. That's on this Corona. Gotta go.
Man, I've been saying, I've been meeting so many, the one good thing about this pandemic that I've said is that I've been able to connect with so many of y'all on the West Coast and kind of make
Yeah,
this West Coast East Coast connection, which I've been a fan of a lot of y'all's music for such a long time that
for
it's nice to finally be able to like chop it up with you guys and kind of bring my little East Coast perspective to these interviews. So I
for,
appreciate you for, for doing this interview with me and being able to, chop it up and have a good time.
for sure. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Let the people know where they could follow you at. Anything else that they got to know about, anything else you want to plug in, now is the time to do it.
Yeah, man. You can follow me on everything. YHUNGTO, YHUNGTO, man. All outlets, all everything, man. Go get that new music. Go stream them videos. New shit coming. Gang.
Hey, yo, there it is, yo. Yhung T.O on the radar, baby.